Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Sir Cypher here with Let's Play Warhammer Battle March. And in the interest of full disclosure, this will be the fourth time I will be playing this optional mission. Because the first time, one of my heroes died. The second time, I let a little thingy that we're gonna have to defend and it died and I lost the mission. And the third time, I actually beat it too fast. And there's like these reinforcements you're supposed to get at the end, and I beat it fast enough that they didn't come, and it means that I ended the mission and I basically like lost ridiculous amounts of money. So this is the fourth time. I will be appending all of those other accounts at the end of the video. So bring in the squigs, bring in the orc boys, bring in the black orcs, bring in the black orcs, and bringing the archers. At the same time, I'm just gonna sell these little crappy units of orcs because we're just probably never gonna use them. We'll give armor to the air boys. Give armor to the black orcs. Somebody was asking about why I haven't been getting these things. If you have plenty of money, why not? But units basically never break and they never run away. So getting a musician and a banner most of the time is just a waste of money. But, you know, the champion, that's at least, you know, makes it a little better. I found out that for some reason the squig herds weapons are like prohibitively expensive. So I'm not getting that, but I'll buy them armor. But other than that, we'll get that armor. And this be the champion. So I'm kind of in a weird situation where I guess I have to beat this mission. I have to like do well, but I can't do so well that the mission ends, because then I won't get all of like the units that I want to get. So I'll buy this guy's staff. We got the little shield. We'll give that to Gorbash. And we'll give the armor and the helmet and the little necklacey thing to Wazog, because he, you know, he needs a little bit of armor. He doesn't really have any. And Gorbash already has a bunch. So, yep, hopefully the fourth time's the charm. And I can beat this mission. And also do what it's supposed to happen.
Boss, there is an idol of Gork nearby. We should wait there for the boys of the Bloodfangs tribe. They is coming to join us, because they have heard that you lead the boys to all the good fights.
The Bloodfangs? There's a rock-hard tribe. We could use their boys in the battles against the humans.
They is a strong tribe. We should wait for them.
I don't know. The signs tells us we have to go the other way.
Boss, them signs have been left by them spiky elves. Why should we let them tell us what to do?
There's nobody what tells me what to do, and that means you as well, Wazog.
I'd never try to tell you what to do, boss. But the power of your war will be much stronger if the Bloodfangs were to join us.
Yous may be right, Wazog.
So Gorbash, the paragon of reasonability, decides that he should listen to his advisor, Wazog. So, we gotta do this reinforcements. Well, we only have one other hero to take. We'll take the black orcs, we'll take the archers, we'll take the black orcs, we'll take the orc boys, and we'll take the squigs. So, there's this tower, this little hill, we have to defend it. As I mentioned, I will be including the excerpts from my previous failed attempts in the video.
You got a clever idea, or what?
Now, the last time I played this, I basically beat it by, like, the seat of my pants. So I don't know if, like, that was a good, if I have a good strategy or whatever, but I'm just basically gonna do what I did in my last mission, and hopefully like not win quite so fast. So there's these towers, you have to capture them.
boss.
Um,
Towers would be good places to attack the
well, you don't
enemy.
have to capture them, but they're just like
This is
they
proper
just shoot arrows
Right for all your
at the
worth,
enemy if
which
they're
ain't
captured.
much.
So you know, might as well capture
Right
them.
for all your worth, which
And
ain't
they also
much.
give you vision, which is pretty helpful.
Oh, it don't blow up.
Now, we have a counter, and periodically the enemy will attack, and also we'll get reinforcements. And basically they show up, and they walk up this path, and once they get into the base, they become yours permanently. But at the end of this mission, you get like a giant mass of reinforcements. But the problem is that the mission ended before they could actually become permanently mine, and so I missed out on 3 units of black orcs, and that's like not acceptable. So this is, which is why I'm playing it for the 4th time.
It's these squigs myself, I did.
Another building is ours. Just tell us where they are.
Boss wants some shot, boys.
They is all dead, boss.
You want something,
So we
boss?
got some little chaos doggies coming in here.
Oh, it's getting a real
Maybe give him a little bit of the brain burster.
It's attacking us.
And we'll get the squigs in there
Boss.
to give him the business.
What?
Something cunning for me to do?
While we capture these towers. I'm putting Gorbash with the orc boys, because if he's with the orc boys, with all of his sort of like little like passive bonuses, he basically makes them as good as black orcs. So it's like kind of like having black orcs that it costs less money.
What's the plan?
And then I'll have the real black orcs
I'm going.
over here.
You want on the way, boss.
Now, through my other like multiple times playing this, I actually figured out that squig herds are actually really good.
Another building
Um,
is ours.
So kudos to whoever was like, you should use squigs, because they actually are pretty rad.
What? Something to kill?
So we capture these,
Another building is ours.
keeping the black orcs in the middle. This is the Isle of Gork. I was very distressed when I saw it, because it looks like it's made out of rocks, and it's not made out of poop. And as every true fan of the orcs knows, all orcish idols
That way.
need to be made out of poop, because that's like how they honor. That's how they honor Gork. Is they make giant pictures. They make giant statues of him out of their excrement. In the sort of like source books, they call it dung, because they're a little bit more sophisticated.
Mork tells
But
us
we all
where
know it's
to.
poop.
Stop slouching.
Okay, actually, I
Do
wanted
I
this
have
guy
to go
over
there,
here.
boss?
These archers over here. But this looks like it's made out of rocks, unfortunately. It's got little fires in his eyes. Should be green fires. Gork and Mork are the orcish gods, for those not in the know-how. And they're very orky. And they're also the source of all the orcish magic. I don't really actually know that much about Gork and Mork, except that
Is it?
they're like the epitome of being really orky. So. Okay, where did my archers go? I thought I told...
Oh,
Come on, guys, hustle. I think the goblin has a slower movement speed, so it actually slows the archers down.
It's all dead.
Because, you know, he's a goblin, he's got little tiny legs.
That way.
Okay, so we got more guys coming up here.
Errands is dead good.
Okay.
Stop shooting and get moving. Keep up with the rest.
Marauders and axe throwers.
do you need zapping, boss? Oh, it don't blow up. Orders, boss. Trick you to move.
Now I found out through trial and error that squigs are excellent at eating marauders, because marauders have light armor. So, so yeah, they just get like eaten alive by squigs.
We's the best shot.
And that's like a literal statement, eaten alive. It's not like metaphorical or like some sort of like figure of speech.
They is all dead.
The
boss.
squigs. The squigs literally eat them
It's attacking us.
alive. I like the little squig herders with the squig hats. So These axe throwers are no match for our precision orc arrow boys. Shrug off these axes and do headshot after headshot. The greatest archers in the Warhammer Fantasy Battle universe.
Keep up with the rest. Boss.
So yeah, I'm keeping these orcs here in reserve. In case, because I'm not sure what's going to happen. Okay, so now we got art, we got horse duders. Most of the time they change their mind. They try and come down here, but then they decide to go up instead.
There are too many voices in me head. You got a
So we'll wait for the horsies, and they're light armor too because they're like light cavalry.
There they are.
What's up here? So as you can see here, yeah, the enemy keeps coming. We get reinforcements, and once they reach our little camp, they'll sort of like magically be transformed into our units.
They can't speak to me. They is all dead, boss.
I can feel the war.
Nothing will stand in me way.
So I think I let the enemy charge me there, and that was a mistake.
All right, I'm going.
Teach these squigs yourself, you brainless squigs.
They is all
What do
dead,
you
boss.
want?
Building.
Alright, so these guys are almost here, but actually, like, just a normal squad of orc boys is not that exciting because if they don't have extra armor and weapons upgrades, they just die really quickly.
Boss, some more boys have arrived to fight for you.
Mean! Stop your moaning and
There
let
they
it.
are.
The boss wants us over there, boys.
But I can use them to, like, make sure no enemies come over here and kill these archers. Stuff like that.
What's the plan? Whatever. I'm going.
Listen up.
So we got more dudes. More dudes coming in here. Chaos Warriors. Man, like, I kind of, like, forgot because we use Chaos Warriors a bunch in the Chaos campaign, like, how good Chaos Warriors are. Because I never really ever had to actually fight them. Because in the Empire campaign, I would just disintegrate them with handgunners. I would never actually have to fight them really in combat. And when I was playing with the elves, you would just make them run away with fire arrows. So I also never had to fight them. But now with the orcs, I basically, you know, have to actually fight them, and that's like no fun for anyone.
What now?
So we'll countercharge these guys here.
The war is building.
Where's the best shots?
You
got a idea or what?
Shoot them in the head.
So the orcs took the charge, and the squigs will come up from behind, like hungry little Pac-Men that they are. What's this? Oh, more Chaos Warriors. Oh my god. Chaos Knights are like the worst. They're like the worst. They're like the worst thing ever, basically. I don't know how else to describe it. They're horrible. You end up always taking lots of casualties when you fight them. They're like the worst thing.
Ain't they pretty? These dogging squigs moving.
Gork tells me where to go.
Chaos Spawn and Weird Spawn are pretty bad too, but not as bad as
They is as good as
Chaos
dead.
Knights.
Them copper boys is stupid. The boss wants us to move.
So we'll just get the towers. Hopefully it'll whittle these guys down before we attack.
Oh, it's getting real. Buzz off the boys.
Shoot them dead.
So we'll wait to see what these Chaos Knights do here.
Come on, you
Hopefully we can kite him around a little bit.
There's all dead,
Is there a
boss.
plan, boss?
Orders, boss.
We want to be careful. We don't want the actual little goblin herders to die, because if the goblin herders die, then the squigs go berserk. So we want to kind of make sure the squigs are always in front.
What you want, boss?
So we'll charge in here.
Is there a plan, boss?
Use our little slam thing. I still notice that Wazog gets like messed up all the time. He's always getting like he's always getting wounded in these exchanges, which is unfortunate.
Come on, boys, get running.
Now I think it's actually better to just fight these weird spawn at range, because every orc unit has 2 hit points. So and I think their range attack only does 1 damage, but they do crushing blows in melee or melee. If I say melee or melee, it depends how fancy I feel at the time. But they do crushing blows. So if they're in melee, they'll kill all of your units in 1 hit, which is obviously not optimal.
There they are.
What do you want?
So we've got marauders coming up, but they're not much of a problem here.
The war is building.
As you can see, they're going to take a lot of casualties as they enter the Valley of Death, TM.
I'll kill him good.
So we'll just run in here and
It's attacking us.
kill the last couple guys.
Turn into a squig.
Mork
There's
tells
all
us where
dead,
to
boss.
shoot. I is the best. What's
So alright, we got 16 minutes left.
Where is the enemy?
We haven't taken too horrible of casualties. Okay, now we have some archers coming up.
Sort yourselves out.
It's these squigs myself.
These is proper errors. Take this.
Squigs! Squigs just seem to like instant kill units with light armor. It's pretty funny actually.
Close.
They seem to just like do incredible. Whoever suggested using squigs, good call,
That way.
because they rule.
Squigs myself. I live sometimes, boss.
Okay, so these we got Chaos Spawn, and Chaos Spawn are just the melee version of the ones that shoot lightning. They don't shoot lightning, but
Squigs around, boss.
I don't know. I kind of try and just kite them if I can, because they just do so much damage to your units.
Here.
It's pretty
Get good.
brutal.
Them chopper boys is
I think actually Warhounds of Chaos got buffed in this like expansion, because they seem to be like way better.
I am the
More
best.
lads are here, boss. Ready to fight.
On me way.
Alright, I think we're gonna bring the archers
They
up
won't laugh at
to
us this time.
this
We
tower.
needs to get in range. Sort yourselves out.
So yeah, I'm just kind of trying to like
Squigs is
kite the enemy around a bit,
We's the best sons.
because
Make your shot stick. Boss wants some shot, boys. Shoot them dead quick.
I don't actually really want to fight them. They will actually uncapture your towers, but
They is being sneaky.
it's kind of worth it to just being able to keep shooting at them with arrows, because it takes them a while to decap your towers,
Good, boss.
and they'll just chill up there the
Shoot 'em
whole
in
time.
the head.
So
Shoot 'em in
I'll
the
just
head.
shoot at them with arrows while they're doing it, and I'll just decap it once they're gone.
There they are. They
Turn
is
on
taking
the
one of
little
our
health thing so we can
buildings.
see
Tells us where to
what's
get.
going on, and we can like kind of
Stick
scoot
up
away
Another
here
one of the towers.
Stick 'em
and
good,
keep
boss.
kiting them.
Right then, get 'em, boys!
These is proper arrows.
Okay, the enemy is moving up here.
Fed up with walking.
With, oh my god, more Chaos Warriors.
We'll stick
But
these is proper arrows. There is all more tells us where to shoot.
we can move up here and decap this tower and get it back.
What is it?
Like trust me, like if we actually end up fighting,
Enemy way.
um,
To break some heads.
the Chaos Spawn, we take like incredibly brutal casualties.
Proper arrows. Arrows is dead good.
Speaking of that, I'm not sure why my arrow boys are trying to fight this thing in combat here.
Stop slouching.
Wonder if they'll fit here now. They normally don't fit here, but if they took casualties, they will. Alright, so those guys are dead.
Who wants to be turned into a squid?
I am the greatest.
The gobos is
So we'll finish capping this tower. These orc boys are guarding this little
And move.
thingamajigger here. We'll move up here, cap this item.
Walking around.
So 12 minutes left.
We's the best shots. Get them
Let's see
legs
here.
pumping.
Trying to get a little
Come on,
closer to
boys,
the
get running.
get a little
Come on,
closer to the
boys,
cliff
get
there.
running. Get, boss.
Is this as close as they'll get? I think you can maybe move them sideways here.
They all runs away.
Alright, that's acceptable. So now we got more. What are those? Are those horsies?
a squid.
More horsies coming up here.
What's over there?
My war boss with his diminishing unit of orc boys.
Who wants sticking? Arrows is dead.
But we have like a little bit more additional
Shot, boss.
archer firepower here now. So
Cunning for me to do.
we should be able to hold off these chaos warriors.
You're shooting a stunned gobbo.
Who wants to be turned into a
Blast these
squid?
guys.
It's attacking us.
That wasn't that effective.
Gorbash is the biggest and the baddest. I'll have it all.
The war is in my veins.
There's all dead bosses this time.
So we'll charge them with our main guys. And then we'll get ready to do a side attack. Flanking maneuver with the squigs.
There's all dead boss.
These chaos warriors get eaten. Eaten by the monstrous squigs.
Go. Tells me
Alright, 11 minutes. Feeling confident.
Feel the war.
It's kind of funny that like in the Empire in the Orc Chaos campaign, I never really felt like, man, I wish I had handgunners, because like Chaos Warriors are better than anything that the Empire had for the most part. But now that I'm playing the Orc campaign, I'm like,
tells us where to shoot.
wish I had handgunners. Handgunners would make this whole thing very trivial,
Orders, boss.
because they would just kill everything.
All right, I'm going.
Where do you want us?
Who you want shot, boss?
Oh man, 2 units.
We's the best shot.
That is not optimal.
They won't laugh at us this time. It's attacking us. We'll stick 'em good, boss. The Bloodfangs is getting closer, boss.
Okay, yeah, we got squigs now.
Them chopper boys is stupid. We's the best. There they
I kind of want them to waste their charge
are.
on
Green is me.
these orc boys here, so then I can kind of charge them
Boys is gonna do some damage.
in the rear with all of my squigs and other stuff.
Boys to fight for you, boss. Just tell us where they are. Make your shots
This,
straight.
oh shit, dogs.
Keep
God,
up
fuck.
with the rest.
Fucking dogs.
Get over your tiny squid.
So, let's see, we'll use my explosion there. And hopefully we can
The zipper
Oh shit, more
is here,
dogs.
somewhere nice.
More dogs.
How about time I take some damage?
Time to die, Princess! Who you want shot, boss?
I am the best shaman.
Come on. Come on. Oh, somebody asked what the ability does on the Black Orcs. It increases their attack speed but reduces their HP. And I don't really know what that means, like if it reduces their HP permanently or what, but I don't really want to find out because, I mean, that sounds like bad times.
Time to break some eggs!
So,
It's all dead, boss.
doesn't really sound like something I want to experiment with.
Shot, boss!
It's attacking us. What's the plan?
It's these. Come on, you stupid beast.
There they are.
Who wants sticking?
Get this item
Don't get too close.
with Wazog here,
Who wants sticking?
and we'll have to just do squigs versus dogs here as we fight this out.
Is there anything for the squids to eat?
What do you want? What is it? Hurry it up!
God damn it, more cast spawn.
Who wants sticking?
These are the finest
There they
kind
are.
Who you
of
want
squids
shot,
around.
boss?
So many cast spawn.
Who wants to be turned into a squid? Oh, he's the greatest shaman that ever was!
Errors is dead good. Pointing that way.
So I'm gonna just try and kite these guys around for the most part
Who
at the
wants
beginning,
sticking?
because
Boss,
if we actually fight them, we're gonna like lose a lot of guys.
They won't laugh
Something
at
that I was kind of protected from before because I had handgunners, and the
They won't
handgunners
laugh
actually
at us this time.
were the ones that killed everything. But now I no longer have that luxury
With the rest.
of just like handgunners to kill everything.
Go for the soft bits.
So
You're I'm good.
Alright, I'm moving.
so we'll move in here.
What season? Storgen, blagging
We'll
sniggers.
get some.
There they are.
Just tell us where they are.
Shot yourself in the foot,
Easy's proper errors.
I'm pretty sure these chaos spawn are gonna kill
Biggest and the baddest.
all of my orcs. But what you gonna do?
Shot, boss.
It's all dead,
You
boss.
want me to
Get
do
him, Wazog.
It's attacking us.
Easy's proper errors. Orc tells us where to shoot. You want me to
Gotta
do
get
something?
the squig squadron in here to fight these marauder horsemen. These are some tough orc boys, let me tell you. We only got 5 minutes left, so that's not too bad.
You want shot, boss?
Maybe we can make it work here. Better drink a potion. If Wazog dies, the mission's
We'll
over,
stick
so
'em good, boss.
you don't want to let him die.
What is it? Whatever. I'm going.
Is there anything for the squids to eat? Aren't they pretty?
Get him, squigs.
Errors is dead good. Errors is dead good.
These are the finest kind of squids around.
Don't get too close.
Now I think what I have to do so I can beat the mission and get all of the extra units is I have to fight off the enemy and then just chill in my base while they try and take back all the towers. Because they go for the towers first, basically. And
Forwards.
so if you sort of chill out and you or not really chill out, but if you,
What is it, Runt? Anything in my way.
I think I might
is gonna
need
get
to
Anything
need to
in my
grab
way
this
is
second
gonna
unit of
get
Black Orcs here.
About time. Just tell us where they are. Them chopper boys is stupid.
Go for the soft bits.
The war is in my veins.
Mork tells us where to shoot. Is there a plan, boss?
This is horrible.
Who wants it?
Oh wait, shit.
What do you want?
Oh god, no, no, no. Oh my god, I messed up.
Boys, the boss is here.
No!
What have
This
you done?
wasn't supposed to happen like this.
He's attacking us. Ready to
Shit.
mash eights, boss.
I ain't never lost a fight.
Oh god.
They won't laugh at us this time.
Yes, dinner time.
Just tell us where they are.
Zog, don't die. The squigs. The squigs are coming in from behind. We have squig reinforcements.
What is it?
You can't speak to me. It's all dead, boss.
Well, we almost have enough to drop another explosion. Which doesn't seem to be that effective because mostly there just seems to be archers left, or
What is it?
normal guys left. And it looks like my unit of orcs just died. Orc boys.
Listen up. He's attacking us. Whoa!
But we got some boar boys.
Boss. There's all
And
dead.
there's 2 minutes left.
Stupid pigs. There they are. You can't speak
And I
to
think
me.
for the most part now... Oh my god, so many troops.
The Zebra is here.
We's the best shots.
I think we can kind of pull back and just wait for them to cap all the towers.
Buzz off the boys.
But I'm not
Mork
sure.
tells us where to shoot.
Because I don't want this mission to end
Building.
too quickly.
Get them legs pumping. These is proper errors.
Who do you need zapping, boss? The war is
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull
building.
back.
We's the best shots. These is
I think that is the best option.
Don't let them get away.
Oh, what now?
So I'll pull back.
Stop your
And I think it's gonna take them at least a minute 30 to cap all these towers.
That's where to shoot.
And in the meantime, my reinforcements should be showing up. Oh no, 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 no!
In the greatest!
You're not supposed to charge me, you jerks. You're supposed to go cap the towers.
Shoot them dead quick. Come on, boys. Get running.
Shoot them with the arrows.
The finest cave squeaks around. Oh, season.
So I think that timer means there's only a minute left. So we'll just keep shooting arrows. Using the brain burster. Get this eagle eye.
You can't speak to me.
And guess we should get tenacity for him. Gorbash. We need to get that so we can get his later abilities.
Dead, boss.
Oh, it's getting a real buzz off the boys.
But we'll go move back into here. I think the enemy's going to try and cap the towers rather than come in here, so we should be
I'm
okay.
sick of all this walking around.
So... unless the towers just kill these guys. That would be ironic.
I ain't never lost a fight.
We'll sit next to this non-poop idol as we
What's
chill
it?
out.
They is being sneaky. Who wants sticking?
Building.
Alright, so as soon as this countdown finishes, you see we get 3 units of black orcs, which regardless if I like use them or not, they're just worth if I just sell,
We'll fight for you
because
so
they're worth a lot of money.
lots
And I'm assuming they...
Oh, there'll be lots of killing. Plenty for all of us.
I'm assuming that as soon as they come into this camp, they'll be mine permanently like all the other units.
Buildings.
But this mission I've either lost
The enemy's got
or
one
it's
of the
ended
towers.
before I've actually...
You is the
Fuck!
Wah, the orcs.
So I got 3,000 gold, but let me see if I actually got those black orcs. No, I didn't. So... Okay. Well, if it turns out that I can't get those black orcs, I'm just not going to play this mission. I mean, I'm going to post because you'll be seeing it. But, yeah, because it seems like not worth it. So, either way, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.
Your heads off!
Every last what we have.
No!
Boss, the bloodfangs will be here real soon.
Well, I lose. I think 3 squads of black orcs. That's enough.
That was rubbish.
But the problem is that all of my guys are going to die.
Where do you want us?
Get
Squigs, get out of there.
Get going! Watch it. They is being the great skids of
I was defeated.
This is worth
Oh my god, they broke the thing. Oh god.
Don't get too close.
I go where I want to.
This'll zap 'em good.
Stay away from my poop mound. I'm just gonna assume this is poop. It looks like rock, but it should be poop. If it's not poop, whoever made this game has made like a grievous miscalculation. Okay.
Get moving.
Oh god, what else is here? Okay, they have all the towers. I guess I now have failed. Oh, I guess I already completed. I guess you don't have to hold it till the end.
Gorbash is the biggest and the baddest.
Alright, 25 seconds. 25 seconds. I can handle 25 seconds. That's plausible.
They won't laugh at us this time.
He's attacking us.